Hello everyone. In our previous lectures, we have seen how to calculate the inductance of a conductor, which included both internal flux linkages as well as external flux linkages. We also calculated the inductance of a single phase transmission line consisting of only two conductors. Now, what will be the case if I have a lot of conductors in that line instead of having two conductors? So, here we are going to consider that case also. This case is very important so that we can continue our studies further in composite conductors and standard conductors. So it is very important that we understand this derivation so that we can use this formula which we will derive here in our further topics. Here I have shown n conductors, that this is conductor 1, this is conductor 2, 3 and up to n conductors. So I am trying to show here that we have a line, a single phase line which is having n conductors. So since the line is single phase and the current will be, total current will be 0, that is if some, let us say some conductors from 1 to I are taking current plus I, then the return circuit will be from I plus 1 to conductor n and it will have current minus I. So the total current in these conductors will be equal to 0 only. We have also seen in previous lectures that the internal flux linkages of a conductor are given by I by 2 into 10 to the power minus 7 Weber turns per meter. In this chapter, we have already seen that every quantity is being calculated on per unit length basis. Similarly, the external flux linkages of a conductor between two external points was given to be 2I into 10 to the power minus 7 natural log d2 by d1, that is distance of point 2 upon distance of point 1. We also saw the flux linkage, total flux linkage consisting of the internal as well as external came out to be 2I1 into 10 to the power minus 7 natural log d1 by d by r1 dash, where r1 dash was equal to r1 into e to the power minus 1 by 4. Okay. Now we will try to find out the flux linkages, the total flux linkages of conductor 1 here due to currents in all other conductors. So what will be the scenario? The total flux linkages will consist of the flux linkage due to its own current, that is psi 1, which we will take the value from here only. Similarly, it will also consist of psi 1 2, that is flux linkages of conductor 1 due to current in conductor 2. Similarly, psi 1 3 will be flux linkage of conductor 1 due to current in this conductor 3, and up to nth conductor we will repeat this. Now putting the values. First, I will put the value of the flux linkage of the conductor 1 due to its own current. It will have two parts, internal and external, which I have combined in this equation. And I have taken the 2 into 10 to the power minus 7 factor common outside. It will be present in every term. So I will write 2 into 10 to the power minus 7 I1 natural log d1p by r1 dash. Now finding the flux linkage of conductor 1 due to current in second conductor, what I will have to see? You see, this is conductor 2. Okay, I will highlight this. This is conductor 2 and I am trying to find out the flux linkage of conductor 1 due to current in this conductor. How will I try to find out? For this conductor, these are two external points. The first point is located at a distance d12 and the second point is located at a distance d2p. So I will use this formula only. Since these are only external points to this conductor, using this formula, what I will get? 2 is already outside, then I2 into natural log d2, that is the second point's distance d2p, and upon D1, that is the first point distance, which is only D12. Similarly, for the third conductor, it will be D3P divided by D13, which is I have written here. Similarly, for the nth conductor, it will be DNP by D1N. So, putting all these value in equation, in this equation, I will get this resultant equation. Now, we will try to simplify this. As we already know that natural log A by B is written as natural log A minus natural log B. So I will bifurcate these terms in two terms. First one will be natural log 1 by R1 dash, and other term will be natural log D1P. That is natural log D1P by R1 dash can be written as natural log D1P plus natural log 1 by R1 dash. That's what I have written here. Similarly, for the second conductor, I can easily write natural log D12 plus natural log D2P. Similarly, for the third conductor, I can write natural log D13 plus natural log D3P. And for the nth conductor, it is here. Now, I have already told that this is a multi-conductor phase. The total current will be 0. That is I1 plus I2 plus I3 up to IN. It will give us 0 value. The total current in the circuit is 0. So, IN can be written as minus of I1 plus I2 plus I3 up to IN minus 1. That's it. Now, I will put this value of IN here. Now, we can see when I will put this value, then I will have some terms which will have I1, I2, similarly other terms. I will try to take the common factor outside. Now, writing this part, separately, I have written this part here separately, which we can see clearly, and using these two for further solution, I can write this I1 these two terms, this term and this term, as I1 natural log D1P minus I1 natural log DNP. What it can be written as? It can be easily written as I1 natural log D1P upon DNP. That's it. And that's the same term which I have written here. Similarly, I can write for I2 also. Here, for the I3 also, and the IN minus 1 term also. See, the nth term has already been included here and here also. So, we are going to have only n minus 1 terms here. Now, to find the total flux linkage of this conductor, we will have to put this point P up to infinity. That is, to calculate the total flux linkages, I have to consider the whole of the area. So, I will put this point at infinity. Now, when this point goes to infinity, we can easily see that these all distances, D1P, D2P, D3P, will all converge and will be approximately equal to each other. That is, their ratio D1P by DNP, D2 by DNP, D3 by DNP will be equal to 1. That is, all these distances will be approximately equal in length. So, the ratio will be equal to 1. This ratio in every term will be equal to 1. Now, we already know that natural log 1 is equal to 0. So these total terms will be equal to 0 when we will try to put this point to infinity to consider the total flux linkages of this conductor. So the only remaining terms will be only the first part, that is the flux linkages of the conductor 1 due to currents in all other n conductors, and its own current also can be written as simply 2 into 10 to the power minus 7 into I1 natural log 1 by R1 dash plus I2 natural log 1 by D12 up to nth term. So we need to consider only the mutual distances 1 2, 1 3, 1 4 and 1 n and its own R1 dash. So this equation is very important. It will be taken as the starting equation in further topics when we will consider the composite conductors, standard conductors and all other transmission lines. Now one more thing, anything if you do not understand in first try, you can pause the video and can repeat the video. You can also note down this all content in the starting of the video also. So there is no need to write down these terms side by side. You can first write everything in the starting of the video and you should try to understand what I am trying to convey here, and you should try to repeat the video as many times you need to repeat so that you can get the firm grasp of the concept. So that's the equation which we will use in further topics also. Now one more request, if you like my videos then please subscribe to my channel and also press the bell icon so that you can get the notification as and when a new video is uploaded to my channel. Thank you.